Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to make a ladybug charm. First thing you're going to need is 2 colors of clay, preferably black and red, but obviously you can do any color you want. You're going to need 2 smaller balls of black. One is going to be fairly small and one is going to be bigger. It doesn't really matter what size you do as long as you have one ball about the fourth of the size of the other one. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to roll the smaller ball and the bigger ball both into round balls. So you're going to actually roll them into smooth, pretty balls. Alright. Ladybugs are fairly easy in my opinion. So you have it like that. And basically you want them both to be semi-ovally. And what I mean by that, this one for instance is a little elongated, and the body will be going this way. The head you want to make round to start because when you push it down onto the body it's going to flatten out a little bit. So basically you push the head onto the body just like that. I don't know if that focuses or not. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your second color, and you can do a couple things. You can either roll it out with a clay roller, which I do have, I just don't have it right in front of me, or you can use a pasta machine on a pretty thick setting. You don't want to make it too thin because you'll just kind of ruin it, it'll just break on you. But you want to kind of flatten out the clay. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're just laying it over the top. And basically you're just going to lay it over the top right up at the neck. Here's the neck of the ladybug. You're going to kind of wrap it around the top there, just like that. And then once you get it to the bottom, you're going to kind of push it down like that. And you're basically, just to start with, you're going to cut off the extra just to get it out of your way. You can do that however. And you can do this several ways. You can just leave it like this and then paint a black line down it. I'm going to actually cut shapes for the wings. I'll show you in just a minute. Alright. You'll probably prefer to do this. I cut 2 lines down the center of the body in a triangle. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. I dropped Mr. Ladybug. Yes, ladybugs can be boys. And then you're going to kind of want to make a little rounded cut in the side. My head is having trouble sticking. What I like to do if I'm having trouble getting something to stick is I'll take a knife and I'll make little hatch marks in it, like that, to kind of pick up some of the clay. And then I'll make little hatch marks on the other side as well. And this is a trick I learned in ceramics class. Works very well. And then you can kind of stick them together, since those parts won't be shown anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and make my little round cut over here. Another thing you can do is if you have Sculpey, there's a glaze that they make specifically for this that you can use. Or you can just bake it and hope it sticks, and then if it doesn't, glue it on with super glue or something. Okay. Basically, you're going to want to keep playing with the wings until you get them how you want them. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. can always like adjust it a little bit with the knife if you feel your lines aren't totally straight. I like to put a little indent right along the lines just to kind of push it in a little bit, kind of give it a little bit of a texture. And obviously the next thing you're going to do is add the spots. I'm going to kind of push this Ladybug down because I want the bottom of it to be a little more flat. You don't have to do that. It's totally up to you. Actually, everything is up to you. It's your Ladybug. I'm going to light my hands because that red is very red and it like comes off on everything. I'm going to get some more black. And you can either paint these on, or if you want a three-dimensional look, you can roll little balls and press them on. So I'm going to roll little tiny balls of black and just push them on just like that. Pretty self-explanatory as far as that goes. And you can put them on in a pattern, or you can have them random. Try to make them all fairly the same size, but usually there's one or two spots that are a little bit bigger. Also, when you're finished, or you can do it beforehand, you can take a pigment liner or a tad bit of acrylic, and I will show you real quick after I get these dots on here what I'm talking about. And if you choose to do so, you can also paint the face on before you bake. I like to do it after I bake. But you just take a little bit of, I wish I could find my thin pigment liner, but I don't know where it's at. Just take a like marker or paint and just carry this black line up. Just like that. And then you'll paint a little face on it, and then you're done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was pretty helpful. And I hope you subscribe to me. Thanks. Bye.